Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. And yes, it's happening. If you saw the thumbnail, yes, it's happening. If you saw my video the other day, the market analysis on the Sword and Shield era, of course, also keep in mind, I do a market analysis on both the Sword and Shield era and the Scarlet and Violet era, and they're always two separate videos. I just feel like they're a little too long to put them all into one video. It would end up being like an hour long. I don't know if people would appreciate that or not. You guys can let me know in the comments. But yeah, guys, if you saw the video on the market analysis of the Sword and Shield era, I did point out that there were booster boxes in the Sword and Shield era that were ready to not only take off right now, but just take these huge leaps that were going to completely change the market price that we have on them right now. And so let's just get into it right now. So the first box, the main one, was of course Fusion Strike. Fusion Strike had some previous sales at like $800. It was just starting, but it wasn't simply that it had sales at $800, even though the market price was about 740 something, I think it was a few days ago. But the real issue was that it had listings at about somewhere from 750 to 800, and once those listings were gone, the next few listings, what I'm actually getting to here, were all at $850 or higher. So like you see, it says this one is a actual booster box with 825 plus almost $10 shipping, but then you have 860, 860, 875, 870, 875. So just take that in, guys. Think about that. The last sale is not that $57. I want to ignore that. Most recent sale was $850. So this box is already starting to take leaps. We have our first $815 sale on this box, and now the lowest listed right now at the moment is $860. I think we're gonna start seeing some really crazy things happening here. If we go over to eBay sold listings as well, they're all above that $750 market price. So we have this one that we'll see in a little while. Accepted the best offer. Also, remember, there's also for some reason a $51.60 delivery, which is insane for you to accept that price right there. $830 with $10 delivery, that's $840. Another basically $840 for the box. $840 for the box is a lot. Another $850 Fusion Strike box. What else? $815. $871 with delivery as well from Canada. $871 again. Is it the same listing? That's weird. It's like the same exact price. It might be the same listing that I don't know what's wrong here. What else? $873 accepted offer with $27 delivery. Now, if we go to 130 points to look at those best accepted offers, you'll see here what we have. There was one at 750, got accepted at 693. That at the moment is a steal. This was today's listing. This was today. There was a case of Fusion Strike, an open case, as a matter of fact, that sold for $4,500. 3 boxes, $850 here. A best accepted offer off of the 900. It went to $850. What else? Another one. It was $1,000. Accepted offer was $850, $830, $830. Yeah, this box is an $800 box. Fusion Strike is $800. That's it. This box probably won't ever see 700 again unless something wild happens. I don't see people listing these. What do we have? It says 43 other listings. It's just getting more scarce on the market because people are not selling these boxes. They're just holding them. They're not selling them. They're out there, but they're not being put out on the market. Next is Lost Origin, the other box that I said was really ready to take off. It was selling for about, I think there was a few listings for like $550. That's why that market price is still averaging at that 556. It still needs time to climb. But we see here lowest listed at $650. Most recent sale $600. And there have been several at $600 that are going to continue to push that market price up. This box is also going to be taking some really big leaps. You saw $650 as the lowest listed. Now you have $650 with shipping. You have $750, $762. You just don't have many listings available. They're just not out there. People just are not listing these boxes. 35 other listings Yeah, it's just being scarce. It's scarce on the market at the moment. You have a sealed case here for $4,500. Best accepted offer. There's a few boxes here that were best accepted offer. This was a steal, of course. Of course, with these prices, 530 with the best accepted. I always realized that eBay had like kind of lagged behind TCG Player. I always saw that I could find better deals on eBay, but at times people also overpay. $675 sold just yesterday. If we look at 130 point, again, you have this booster box at $675. That's a whole like a set of all their products. $605, still above market. $668. Like, yeah, this box is also taking huge leaps. That case that was listed at $4,500 sold for $4,200. $4,200. That's $700 a box. Well above market, which is $556 market right now. Lowest, even above the lowest listed at $700 each. That guy definitely paid a sealed premium. Hopefully those boxes come out great, because that's not always going to be the case. Now, next, after these two that were definitely set to take off and already are taking off, is Brilliant Stars. Another one, Brilliant Stars. A lot of people believe in this set. Market price for it is $417. Most recently sold is $450, guys. This is the listing that I was talking about. These listings that were gonna get bought and start pushing that price up, and this was today. All three, $425, $445, and $450. Now we do have this $440 here for $15 shipping. Clearly this listing got put up after all these others sold, because people want to make money. Once they see those big sales, they're going to start putting some boxes up. They want to make some money. It's going to start happening. So after they sold for $450, you see some other listings here at $425, just a little below, $440, and then you go to the next page, and now it just starts skyrocketing again to $460, $450, $450. Now it's just up from there. That's it. This box, they're buying into this box. They believe in this box. It's getting talked about a lot. It's got a lot of attention right now. On eBay, same thing's happening. 400 best accepted. That's a steal. You have two of them here for about $412.50 each. What else? I saw some other ones. There weren't too many Brilliant Stars buys. These are $240. These look weird. They have no reviews here at all. No. $430 here, above market. $400 on just one bid. That's not bad. I mean, $400 is still a lot for a box. I'm not acting like any of this is inexpensive. Everything is expensive, so of course I'm not making it seem like it's not. $450 here as well again, and yeah, so on and so forth. These boxes are climbing, specifically these boxes right now. The next one that's really ready that you need to be looking out for is Chilling Reign. Chilling Reign hasn't had as many sales. It didn't climb yet with sales above that market price, but it's really close at $420. It's working its way back up. There was a few over here at $450 and $440. You'll see here, of course, it had its high at $441, and of course it dropped a bit. Like everything else that shoots up, it will drop. It'll stagnate a little bit. It'll find a nice medium, and that's where it was at $407, and now it's taking off again. And like I said before, lowest listed $430 plus $15 shipping. You cannot ignore the shipping. This is it's the full package is what you're buying. After that, after the lowest listed at $430, now it's $450, basically $460, and so on and so forth. It just starts taking off even further after that for what's listed on TCG Player. $450, $460, $465, $500, $500. Yeah, another box that's just going to take off. And once again, the same thing is happening on eBay. $450 sold on eBay. $600. I don't know why that. I don't understand. But $450, I would still, like, if you were gonna buy into it right now, you would have to either buy at market if you can, or just below, or just around there. $600 is crazy. I don't understand that. But yeah, guys, a lot of things happening right now. The Sword and Shield era is moving. Things are climbing. $450 here again. Best accepted. This must have been a nice deal as well, probably $400. Yeah, guys, $410. Yeah, those are the deals we kind of want. I guess most you'd pay But yeah, guys, these boxes, Chilling, Brilliant, and Lost Origin, Fusion, yeah, that market price is not going to be whatever it is for a long time. It's going to change real soon. I think people are going to be astounded. Maybe by this weekend when I make that other market analysis, I think I'm going to be surprised. We'll have to see what happens. That's what I was saying in the other video. These next few weeks are going to be real interesting. We're going to have to see what happens and how the market is affected. If these prices are actually accepted as they are, will people buy? Will people stop buying? We'll have to see where everyone goes with these prices. We'll have to see what happens. But yeah, guys, I hope you found value in the video. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. Stay safe out there. Peace.